106.3 FM. Time to settle down. Yeah, better chin come on. Mama, Ura Kwakuda Kon Ankra, Memana Kwaba. Opening Emma official pa. But your microphone.
I've seen combat.
Fantian,
Pochunyo.
If you
Anomabu,
if I had Mabu, Mansum if you go mad dominance, Fantin pop.
Nine,
and March Busumi, so yeah, there's your friend Ghana month.
Nine,
and when the Shefugu Nada, nature the Ghana month, Nani Uguda. Yes, Yedin,
Bibiaboko.
Okay, into 66 years of Ghana's independence. Your school yet to say. Aboko Sempi Ghana Yifi that fateful 6th March and then how did we even gain our independence? And this is here Nyamkopa na Roma ye nyamfi edusiensien orankra
Yo nti ka Ghana heni na ye nkofa ye fifi baby na ye betena ha ehwe na aboko sama hona no wankasa wote Ghana kuruma ha no wo frem won guans nti guanfo no ebi wo Central Region Cape Coast Elmina Debaka Winneba
okay
won nyina we guans nti if you want so eban obutufo ana ewuto senya won so we guans na senya breku won so we guans na eba nkaya labadi won nkofo bi ofo le people won so we guans
okay
na ye wo the hilly guans the one am kind of one the southern guans then we have the hilly guans one our work me po no do me kire ekuapem side into hono bafa latte no ni okrefo no nto okre me kire ebiru edukrom
okay
aprede abonse asase so ede for woni nyina da mu okre pompofo ni nyina won so ye guans ene enum boso won so ye guans
okay
nti da mu nkofo ni nyina ansa na ya call Reverend Guans one of water region
okay
into Buem what side for ni nyina and the from the Sal group na wo ni nyina Lolobi Apafu Central Kofi woni nyina wakaka wa Adele dem group ni na wo ni nyina Bowiri dem nkrofa wo ni nyina trade won nyina wo fa den guanfo na eze ko north nso the northern guans bohu nawuri na ntwumuru won nyina wo ye guan won so na okaka won na gonja so aka won gonja fo na won na wodza ade na wofi mende wo bai ba original settlers na wo won damputu na beri na nkafo na wo kaka won nyina wo ye guan ntina guanfo no one asset market
okay intina chede miamia ya konyina wo ye guanfo in the central part of Ghana ye wo asantefo na mfantefo na ade enso wo yenso ye fi he
wonso ya abakwasam chede ye fi mende na ade ene ye betna ha nti bimu kade ye fi old Ghana empire na ye fi wona ye bay ye betna ha nti yen nyina ye fi ehwe yen migration pattern ana he na akwentu na the oye isur near the bar foam into yan place of convergence nyina yetina first on your bono into your friend Bonoman Kingdom nti akanman no Bonoman Kingdom no na oshase when nyina yefi ye bay into fantafu day abakwase ka chode yefi techiman na ye bay into yefi techiman na ye cross ya na yebudu oye mankesim we bedu mankesim na guanfo na wotena ho na mankesim fo na ado ejil nti wo ben wonyi guanfo no kwen ene ye tu guanfo no afi oye onyina no fa na akraman enwa no ofi no kogomu akraman wo no kwa kete
akraman ya
akraman nti wo tu akraman guan nyino ogbani fi ado ejil na okọ gomu akraman wo no ka settle nti mankesim no be infantefo no wo doso nti wo tu ado ejil chronism mankesim ano ye guanfo no krom nti wona infantefo ni nyina wo fi a oye den wo petin oye na nanum mpanimfo ba san wodi unenyim mekire oburuman kuma de peja no so wodi wona be no na nkaifo no eja Colonial yakese no wonante we wokọ bebi ande infantefo no wadoso no nti da na asamaneti na asantefo nso wonso wo fi the same lane na originally wo betina oye Pearl River Basin e one side na wotena ya na hono so will move. And there were another original group, and so I want to know what Guanfo, one was ordered that one was from 84.
etifo. Okay.
The etifo na offer the fantafo. Ya pam wa na akrama no yeti. The maraso no kwa no magba no yetifu, eja wo yetifu, asen kuhia wo yetifu, endo wo yetifu, mframadwe wo yetifu. Nti the metifu na wo woni nyina nti asen enclave no wo gizire wo fi kunkum forest ni mu kwai ni mu na wo bai. So the aboriginal. Nti inde asen kuhia na so no renchi. Won so wo yetifu dem America no. Nti asen woni original people wo wansa na asantefo na wo fi dompa ase ina ni ofra amakom won na wo be obetina wo asen atadanso ene asen apimeni wo be ka ho a etifu no wo ka hye won ase. So that is it. Ina asantefo ni na nso wo area dem make sure they were around the basin of Pra. E won na won so wo fifi a won so wo kɔ bebia ende wo no ina aze the maraso na ofane den asenfo dem ma kiro mu no won so wo fi bebia wo bai ina efi e be kan yenu anom nkranfo so nkranfoso was wofi Nigeria side no them wo bay nti won so wo ben wofi eastern corridor na wo ba western side wo be betina baby I want to go down be no so won ankasa won abakwasam kire dem won so wofi eastern corridor the man so yenu anom ewefo so won so wofi ketu side na when the present day Republic of Benin na formerly it was under Oyo Kingdom won so move ya betina Tado na no chie ansa na fi wall to Anaman wabu abetina ende bibia wo the northern part of the Volta region as well as the south part of the Volta region. Into chede nyina no the group akesi a yekeke nyina no the Akan group which is about Kowu Asun Seshi Fante Nzama nyina yefifi baby ne be boto the aboriginal guanfo no ina etifo na wo dada no nti ye betina hani na efi abrofo by 1471 na abrofo
but your answer na yeboko abrofo no one by any man bronyin free bibi diversity and kasa horowa o Ghana han nchichemu wom nti for instance yefa nkranfo mpa nkran kasa ya wo dangbe ye wo krobo ye wo ada ye wo bi wo mfante so ya ye mfante ya gomafo wom agonafo efutufo na wo keka ho. How did this come about or bandenen
nti oye ada me charge be of an historical linguistics.
Okay.
Inti nimpa no kasa na oka no. Oye ne yadu baby a kasa bi wo na we interact do onye kasa na ehia. Inti if obi ne dibi na da aka wode no. Ono no de dem linguistic diversity na Africa no. Odeba. Inti let's take Fantafo for example. In Fantafo ye fi techuma ne yelo ba no. Kasa ye ka ye bono kasa.
Fantafo ne ye ka
bono kasa.
Okay.
Inti ebedu impa no na nkofa wo wanyi etifo. Inti eti kasa na woka no ina mfa yade bunu kasa no yade eden yade mixe one eti kasa no inti na wo friend feti kasa fu and they friend fante people who have taken the eti language inti yade kasa no ya kasa no mix one is inti eti language na woka no why you cry ono nye ndam fante yade
bunu fante na ngasa oye fa eti
kasa fu
feti kasa
nyo nti they came
na wa corrupt wa ye fante
nda binimu so ngofa we di fan ngofa wo ya half na fante fu na ngasa bra ye fi bunu yeleba no ene won friend fante fu because na ya ento yan nti no friend borobal ya borobal and then in the migration no wolu to one afan to say bodo kakra nti wo ya bodo fo na ya no borobal
nti wo ka de borobal baade na
wo ka che de bodo fo no wona nti wa was bodo kakra
ko yin ko
the man was in with the pay wo bo pay
okay
nti infant fo na odi kan na wodi wo boto dem eti kasa na wodi mix no on yi ifa no mabu side wa de begwe na won ko coast inti diversity na one fancy when we dey go mo day we be late inti bunu twi no still owom inti na say fancy nyigina ekwan mababa ka cho de broson for popo idu gomu esa baka da brofe
no
inti bi enwu de still bunu twi no still because contact with Etino not on those will be.
Okay.
However, one wa ben guanfuna waye simpafono. So the simpa guan language rather influence gomua mfantano. Ata say the manasu na ekweku apema enwa one so twifuna wakatwi no what the wakasa no what the mixi oye guan kasa na waka no wo latenoni okrekasa no inti na won so wonu twi no enwu de oye unique because twi na can mix another language. The manasu na eko secondary takrade na ade na but no won so twi no mfantina na waka no o mixi a hunter no nye nzama
ono so no adan kakra enyo
the ina eko anwin side one so one kasa na wakatwi no o can make sense ma producing a unique language. So in
fact eko eziama them side what so what can different fancy.
That is it.
Yeah.
So the interaction of language to another language produce this unique dialectical differences you are talking about.
Okay. Ti yambra baby I did see abrofun wo bem 1471.
Until 1471 the Portuguese for yen wadwen there wo pede what tell one tabanmu na wo hwehwe egwezi naze no nam do na abrofa we dikana wo 1471 me kire Santaram and Escobar one ship captain no until wo bepo ekro bi a wo fa ne yabel only in the Shama side only first place a Oberlande na Santaram say wo bro dump na no no enampa no woni na there were gold particles all over into a shout there Amina which is mine Amina until one until gakra wo be nyim na chada wo ben edna side or dear village on often all dear it means village in Portuguese language. Inti odia no na nda ya aka no abaye edena ata say so fancy from welcome
inti edena nankasa na original here
a Portuguese name odia
oche
a village because there were two villages. Yes, Kwamankwa Kurum and Oni Egwafu. Those were the two towns. So Elmina was born out of Egwafu. A prince called Kwamankwa.
Okay, Egwafu commanded Negwafu.
Yes, no, only the original settlement. Okay. Out of it na Kwamankwa. If you know about creating new village, often Amankwa Kroma and they were friend or dear Anna Elmina. Okay. And think of watch the 1 year Elmina, the place of mine. At I say, and Nampunano Nankasan so mine Kosano, Obabaye, Gold Coast. British friend what the translate Portuguese language, into English. Into the year Gold Coast, no. Into the Munkofi no Waba first, no what the Enkrakama. One mpanyimfo Portugal there wakoto omani bia chede ejapaze wodo papa nti awode wotu mo eden waba no wobhwe no na mdo na wodi oye Don Diago di Azambuja odi oba 1472 oba according to the historical records no na opanyina wo fa na Christopher Columbus or ship no mu bi so Columbus took even nkofo ebie na weye apofo wakopo Elmina no waka no wodi discover in the current America, the new world. The historical records are clear about their names na often one odi won kwen intina chede ye kapa na America we Ghana for ebien waka ho no waka yes no discover yes waka Christopher Columbus no because no nkofo wenyim epodo nyimidi papa bi inti onamdam no na Azambuja be no bomu egwadi wo papa into what na ho no wadi dwuma into was started the wadi dwuma and waka che won panifo no obesi one abano 1482 oye edena abano inti egwadi na agbafo nka no so watete de ampa on man Gold Coast no ejapaze wodo a obetu mo dan eden wadi edzigwa into ofi wana Dutch fo so wasim won so wobei na Spain fo so wobei Spain fun so obete won so adigwa na Denmark fun so wasim won so obey na Sweden won so obey until by the time getting to the period of the end of 1600s in the Gold Coast there is no European power on you Gold Coast only you made way into say about 80 forts and castles now over here Gold Coast na in the baby ebubuma aka kakra na ye wonu there were about 80 to 80 forts and castles in Gold Coast back in 1600 to by 1800s. And over here, no plan. German food would be quite Fort Fredericksburg. German food we see. Dance food was the Botuaka Osu Christabon Castle. One we see. It was a Axim. A beer hall. Na nyoma bebre
Fort Peace so Fort Sebastian Fort
they are different abrofo nti chede Gold Coast was a crucible of global commerce bakade linking West Africa to transatlantic trade nti and the major market nankasa on in Gold Coast. Even prior to that, na Salaga market was the biggest market in the entire world in terms of trade, where there was a trans-Saharan trade all the way from Kano to Salaga, where I was after what's an Pompechi, what we were friend Fatuchi in Hausa, that is long caravan trade. One so wofi iho na obu obedzigwa obaba talk kola nut and now friend be seen now what they call and see igwezi na nkasa ehwe man Ghana na yenkofa anya adwunu me da wa ye pe egwezi na ye wanyimzi wanyama bebre so nti that was for the interior. But for the south we had the contact with the Europeans. The mama culture abofu European countries, almost all of them were in West Africa.
Nti say wutie mene owura kwaku da ko Ankara na mene na twetwe nkomo or University of Ghana Institute of African Studies na mene na twetwe nkomo no betima join here on Facebook for a comment and our question be fa to ho e beje be na fe ye bisa no angweku politics among yourself every time no obem you know based on trade na the discoveries na da you know politics in the fa no bobo
nti agbafunu wa be no when you to me bia wo ebibifunu hono na eko baby today anomagba ma me fi we dey ya wotum wachiri bronyi be usabronyi be yankwase da wotum wachiri na wa na ato empochirim that is fetus ana da be kale shackles wachiri na agbafunu ankasa wa be pacha upu if slave trade no obe no na ade no na egwezi ni so no kodo na agbafu why you had no pede why you then what's it or man the best one I say now agbafu won to win them adwene there pede wo mama Gold Coast for the best one I say on any British for until by 18 abra wo twa wo fa then slave trade no mu no na waka domestic slavery chede yanka say eyefie na aza ahemfo na wo won kwafa wo somo na aze no ono ze no rekodo into Abra Commander Hill by with McLean by 1844 na mfantefa him fa wotwe wo Commander Hill wo dey onchire won mu wo dem slave trade na wo abolition no onchire mu de so oka ahemfo nkwafa wo somo na Commander Hill catch won de so obechire mu a na ono opedo wo sign agreement bi oye nkukuru ibasa odzikan won kade any human sacrifice obotwem otie bien no bebia won ka sidi bia na aba no no tumi no tumizi no oye honazi otie bia so obo protect one against Ashanti invasion ofide na asantefo wo bampano na wanyi won boko na ade so they protect them so there was this were treated in a was sign nti ono na ahemfo no woda obo baka be so wono mpanyimfo ansa na wodi won sa shaka ta na ase no wogina won na do wa no wasa na obeye the bond of 1844 atase it was also signed on 6th March 1844 intina inka no baka de mpanyimfo na wo pay independence bebe na wo pay de yenya no 1944 because after 100 years no na chede we think the British have inspired their usefulness as a rulers inti the man adeno be sha since 1844 no when you two minimpo biem by 1863 ina agbafo se wan ka se wonye mfosumpo wo Gold Coast na wo hwedo na ade nti wo pede wo kwa echiru nti ehwo no mu no ina igwahin na kwesi dini agree also ndị nkọfọ Carl no ne matende won kete ezo record wo British parliamentary circle about their intention to leave the Gold Coast. Into wakobi na chade wo ye no more days pefe de obaye den woboko inti obe na ohin agree started the nagasa of the nambra opedo he den ojeje ne tax na aze na governor get hey yankwai inti nu ntumi nya aze otedam onno na modo a oje no ko exile was Sierra Leone. Inti wana anomabo hin so pedo ebi ne so wachi no tum anchel biara ena mfantifo mpanyifo ntina no hu de no sa agbafo mo bokwaza o de weti woku oni first nationalist ku our friend Fanti Confederation ono na onam do ma oba de muku no what way from 69 to around there obotum sa agbafo no kwa oda then one ankasa webu amembu no into we you constitution we ye constitution as in the eka ni bi na dwumeda opedeza obayo wonwa they were thinking in the constitution that they would do double road all the way from Empano the Kesi Kumasi.
Even at that time.
Yeah. They were thinking of double road. I'm telling you, if you see the document, the schools, they were thinking of building university and so on. As around 1869.
Wow.
So Fanti Confederation, it can document now. Wow. The guys were far ahead of their time, even more than people currently ruling us. Inti what ya the many na gbefunu the no. So I'm stopping go for now. What there some baba. No what chiri won panyimfuni na. No na moda amaku no yeden. Ogui. Inti Fanti Confederation, nya yan Fanti fo nkoten. Achemfo kan hu bi.
Okay.
So they added other ethnic group because these people were thinking of a new Ghana.
A composition of the Fanti Confederation. Now I am from getting.
Business. Businessmen, traders, ordinary people. So the intention was to form a new nation.
Okay.
After the movement, so they even made an attempt today. One year in confederation back on, 1 year voter confederation back on, ewe confederation back on. Not why other. So these people started writing books talking about Gold Coast consciousness. If you run from one Fanti Confederation, one for Ghana Confederation, another any day, we are all becoming people called Gold Coast. And so Namudo, later on Woguku no and child. No, what to be often fancy a member Fioku what the Fanti National Constitution. Sabamuna di Wadano. Now Abra governor edi a new measure now law by from the Land Bill of 1894. The Asasibi or the Gold Coast and you put the Senibian I don't know. Or your British or him Nazi. Until now, but from arguing with the Sasasibia, the wa, that's a nippon that. I mean, it is ownerless land. In legal terms, we call it Nerus terus. A thing without owner.
Yeah.
So a thing without owner means you can acquire it. And this was the fundamental legal principle based upon which colonization took place. Inti warukwa de any baby asasibia or the one you is a thing without owner, no, they will take it. Ena that time no so no go coast abin fa wo no agbafuna bo weni bi kesile Hereford wo lawyer Eminsa wo offend John Mesa Saba wo the lawyers ekukudam ankasa wo no what's no one penny. So in 1897 when Governor Maxwell decided to push the measure into a law, ena won ankasa wo form eku of Aborigines Right Protection Society ARPS anu wo pe no ye Jacob Wilson say am fanti for no kwa gbenyi wo elect on no yo sekenyi mapa nti ono ankasa the session kotokum oyiska omokoto shape na why then what they call England or what they call British House of Lords, which is their Supreme Court. No, okay, legal argument and then they won the case. And when we in the case that the land bill, no, it was disbanded. And see, all the Gold Coasters will have their land.
Their lands, okay.
This is the reason why that legal victory is what gave the right in the entire West Africa. Went to win the land. So the Ghana's first independence was in that victory of 1897. You to me and the land East Africa and South Africa. They didn't have intellectual forces to them and some Supreme Court in Britain. You to me that's why you go to East Africa and South Africa, the land came under the white
people. Yeah.
So this is why these people in 1897 we have to celebrate them as foremost independent architects. One was Sana and Kofu Wababed upon Zawan was there then what they share as
okay.
In 1910 Agbafunu win the north and Kofu I fast the way with the land is for them. Then the forest no so it's also a thing without owner. In the case of Hereford and the suburbs law of 1894 went to one person more for back door. Wasan Institute with
because in Sasa you can't Sasa quite now forest
so this time around 1910 they went back to Supreme Court in Britain and they won the case. In Nanyamano Kodwa and the case for the Hunda. No. And Shania Ghana Koti na Hodin and I go cause a phone cutting one Hodin. One to Fanji Fanwudino. Into by 1918, 1910, and so 1918, 1919. No, so 2 Kubia, our friend. West Africa National Congress for British West Africa, NCWA. And also too, and so they were representative from Nigeria, Sierra Leone, the Gambia. When in our Gold Coast, I will be shame. In the case for the make argument today. Or what they would to Yenya University for near to Gold Coast, the university no interest anticider. A one school singing papa and to 1 or 2 university no. Kumasi. I'm why attractive and confirm with the local school. Now, but for this 1 penny. We go to Seno and I do not pedal or England. No connected them as a musical table. Nephew, woman, one saw walk school first and one I call legislative council and the different parliament. And when I walk on continue, I am full. Because the effort made the amendment motion today. One far and go far walk school. And so on Fankan and Uncle Far would you go away in Dumaka Sanka say one Fankan and yet I am from Cotin. Inti abroad look around 1923 na nana se ofuriata ono nya agbafuru no nwo twa papa ofuriata dem nka cho letter de kama governance no dey secretary for the England wa mo wontie ni mo heden on mechanism because it does not represent the people of Gold Coast. Inti secretary for the them laudable ideas no o they do British colonial office no wan kasa no Sunday na no ofuriata piacha dey ahemfo no wakasama. Oh yeah, go for no. Now educated elite.
Okay.
As I say,
how many of them educated elites in a go coast are?
I'm telling you, if you go back by 1777 going, Anamabu alone, Cape Coast alone, have intellectual forces who have educated in Europe and all other places.
Really?
Into Anya the Fofel, into infanticide, no, and I no, they were far ahead. Yeah. Okay, by 1890s going in the Cape Coast alone, you can count about getting to 60 lawyers. Medical doctors is whom. Or women can when your first medical doctor, Dr. Kote Papa Few, Odikan, because Redford, my brother, became the second person to become a lawyer. He was a lawyer and he decided to read law at the same time.
Okay,
into on the day, not a lawyer, doctor, and so. And so we have intellectual force by damn 1920 now then Gold Coast will have dozens of medical practitioners, lawyers and others, engineers and so on. They were engineers and because of the way I want Aquano come on what birthday the London, the Thames, the bridge. He was a Ghanaian. Okay, Barnes, he was a Ghanaian.
I see.
They were all in the Gold Coast at the time. And the intellectual forces can then become the leaders of the people. Now, no, and some Odika, but now Seoforiata too was also recalling to the history as the chiefs were the leaders of people, and this clash led to the fight for our independence. And so them the minty Kesre for now need na Seoforiata pu wankasa because of them as no yeah. And over the years, na ulobia na what the embryo of the Municipal Corporation Ordinance MCO 1924 was it honorable. What the band the Gold Coast for Papa one can offer no Okojo Thompson and our graphic Okojo Thompson rule.
Yes.
Only first person or the radical politics at the bed. One penny out before Bekabia. On lawyer Kobide to Cape Coast. No boom. The Embrano wants a son. Into open the man out before what you to Governor Gogesberg Beno. No creating new law amendment to the Municipal Corporation Bill of 1924. So from 25 going in the bed. The big cities, principal cities at the town, Greater Accra, Cape Coast, in the second Accra, when you they can now elect their representative to the Legislative Council. So this motion was accepted. Into Accra, first election occurred in 1927. We elected opinion often John Glover Addo. only first person or be a member of parliament representing the whole Greater
Accra region. Okay.
And now second Accra so case here for the call. On so contest won so winning. And on so represent second Accra. But Cape Coast for no, they will not represent all what they want. One figure now.
Okay.
They won't want to go to any legislative council or parliament to be a one kind of parliament. Go because the Casa Yabe parliament. Opening lawyer Koblessechi, no knows the that the one penny cry. Into the whole 1927, Cape Coast did not have representative in the Gold Coast Legislative Council. Into 28, no, Beno, and now Casacasana, or lawyer Kobina Akukosa. Ono kejina ho wo Cape Coast na wato abanama no ino wini ino kwai akụkọ say America ono be ye Ghana Chief Justice Odika. He became the first member of parliament for Cape Coast from 1928 to 1940.
Okay. It's getting interesting. Lots of Facebook comments. Amount for Facebook, Papa. But looking at Ankweku, the activities, the trading activities or Kodo between 1471 and 1472, especially Cape Coast Nade. And I don't know if you are the gweda okodo wo hon when nya impact bia en ekogwa ya enam mpano are you surprised that as busy and as brisk that business was around that time when Yensunsado bia
in there they were fighting for independence. What they can and Mabude it was a very big by 1770 and Mabu town alone could come out with about 50,000 soldiers to fight. There, even today, I'm not sure even about 50,000 people are in Anamabu alone. But back in 1770, there were over 50,000 soldiers. If that town could come out over 50,000 soldiers to go to Elimina to go and fight, it tells you how the size of the town back in the day. But Odo baby no abafune shada there Anamabu fune pede. What do we need to catch ship captains in there? Mobi and Quankati go Anamabu. And Anamabu business in our head then. No Cape Coast. No Cape Coast. Anamabu educated elites in a good food in our one if Anamabu was Cape Coast. The same attitude they are fighting for their rights. What shall so when you go from the court, them make a trade. You know what the case what the gun was the Accra. So the trade moved to Cape Coast and then they moved to Accra. By that time, Cape Coast is dying because the major activity or your trade now that Vim. It has moved to another community. So people also moved the same traders. That affected the development of Central Region.
66 years down the line, while ma can Ghana ma yejina CCA also then Ankweku.
Makache the Nefebino. Yayazi. I'm doing 2 man can't connect your fedu independent.
I remember producer signal there boko na asana baby if you join a besana bana you want to honestly why if I was why we silent touch why paradox because we could have done far better. Make sure that some of the things are independence time obi to the new Kobna Bani politics of consumerism in Ghana today are young to me yanye. New Kobnabani in 1948. On put on the Niska or put the whole Gold Coast there. Abrofu companies the Levantis, USC. And Zake can winning in any Lebanese if I control Gold Coast market. What my prices was so into so one to they would boycott their goods. Which year was this?
1948.
1948.
Very
then, and since you mentioned that even around 14 something, not him for, were plans that were built dual carriage roads from the shores to Kumasi and up north.
Yeah. And to the join the new Kobla Bunny. On put it in Niska or organizing Kofuni now, your friend the strike no boycott of European goods.
Yes.
And some friend boycott in it. Or your boycott and our friends so Gold Coast for why your boycott 2 days pepe when I will be there no I say about Tanyamano. On you need for say can't drum it into the ears. Now what was strike no that boycott European goods no 1 week what obi ankoto abafo on nyama 2 weeks obi ankota agbofo nyama ai na agbofo na our friend. If you trace you na nankasa okade want to odonko no, they even eat lower more than that.
Wow.
One individual with his own money organizing and warning politicians not to participate in that protest or to me have that impact. In and down here yes yako school. Yenwe you get the degrees akase lawyers kuku them. MTN telcosi whatever they want to do. We don't have a single individual to fight on the behalf of the Ghanaian, ordinary Ghanaian. And you are telling me we have moved forward. Indo baby, you are not even half of what Nikobina Bani did in 1948.
Agwaku, many thanks. Papa. Oh my word.